Chase Yaki, Blue Futon, back with the Blue Futon reviews, of course. But do you like my new segments of like me not really editing myself, me just like talking to you guys, and just if I goof, I goof. Because I'm not a professional. I'm not like practicing this stuff. This is all on the top of my head. It's not scripted. It's not scripted at all. But let's go with the next one. Live PD. Okay, that's a lie. It's live Netflix TV show, the South Korea show that apparently has been making waves in Korea of like the number one like review TV show of all time in Korea. So I watched all 18 episodes. Each episode's like an hour long. But I'll let you know what I thought of live South Korea TV show. So what is this about? This is basically about the life of police officers in South Korea. And I like this show a lot, actually. I understand how it made so much waves in, South Korea. It's basically about a couple people. They don't know what to do with their lives in the first episode, and they see ads, become policemen. Okay, we're going to become policemen. I'm going to be a hero. That's all policemen's about. There's no bureaucracy. It's me controlling the streets of South Korea and being a badass. So that's how they think it is. But in real life, there's a lot of bureaucracy of, how if a bad guy has a gun and I shoot him, I'm the one that gets in trouble. And how the South Korean people see police officers as, if a bad guy comes at you, we don't really care if you get injured, but if you injure them or hurt them, you're in trouble. Like, it's very interesting and how it kind of resonates with how police officers are also looked at in America of like there's a lot of bad guys out there all around the world, and the police officers are out there to try to save you. And what do you expect the police officer to do? To be like, hey, like it's kind of like that Key and Peele like skit as well of like the bad guy like has the gun and the cop's like, don't do it, don't lift that gun, and then the bad guy lifts the gun and the cop's like, oh man, like is that what you want the cop to do? Is like have the bad guys go away out the time? Yeah, there's a lot of excessive force out there, but like there's people out there raping people, there's out there murdering people, and like they also side with like the rapists and the murderers on some scenes. Like, oh, you didn't have to do that much force. Like, you should be happy for this. But the public isn't, because the public thinks you did it the wrong way. And so with the politicians. And so I like that side of the story where it's like, the police officer's like, what do you want us to do? You want us to keep you safe, and we're keeping you safe, but you don't like how we're doing it, and you're more siding with the bad guys in this one. And of course they show the other like people say that, and they don't say that. And you're like, wow, like, it's good that this is a two-sided situation of like, what do you want us to do? Like, it isn't one-sided. Like, yeah, like, oh, should this guy have tased this person multiple times? Like, I mean, he's a jiu-jitsu guy. And you're just like, I like how they showed the scenarios in this story. Like, I was like, there's some like American shows like, oh, I gotta watch another episode. This is like, oh shit, let me watch. Oh shit, let me watch the next one. Like, it kept you intrigued of like, I want to see these 18 episodes, hour long apiece. Of course, there are some negatives. Some of them are overlong, and they do have the over dramatic, scenes in the South Korea show of like, and also like the love scenes is like, oh, I love you on the lips, like, and they sometimes go into the more of like intimacy. They just have over crying sometimes and overacting on some of the crying scenarios of like, okay, that's a little drawn out. But I understand why they did it, but there is some, I guess, that's how they do it in South Korea. So I can't really fault their way of wanting to portray how they do stuff. I'm just doing it as an American way of how I see like it's almost like soap opera-y. Soap opera, yeah, I kind of made that word up at that time. But live, the TV show, they better make a season 2 because, oh yeah, and the one that got, like, you recognize it since I've been watching a lot of South Korea stuff. It's like, that was in Gumdong or Gabdong, the TV show. Like, that guy was in that one, and that guy's in another Korea TV show. Like, there's a lot of TV shows that you're like, I recognize these actors. They're all good actors. But like I said, I like this show a lot better than a lot of American TV shows out there. And plus, I had a couple American songs on there that you're like, I went to iTunes and I bought the songs. It's like, and they like you reusing songs through episodes. I was fine with that because great song selection. But like I said, great TV show. It's a little overacting on some scenes and it felt a little soap opera-y, but I enjoyed the shit out of this show. So live, Korea TV show will receive a 4.5 out of 5 Blue Futons, which equals that 90%. So let's see what the critics and news scores gave this TV show. Is it even on there? I'm not seeing it on Rotten Tomatoes. I could just be dumb, but I'm not seeing anything. Scoop doop doop boop boop. Now I'm on page 3 of 4. I'm really not seeing it, guys. I think it's not on there. I'm not seeing it, so it looks like no one really reviewed it on Rotten Tomatoes. But I highly recommend it. If you ever see it on your Netflix, watch it. I mean, it's subtitles. I mean, if you can read subtitles, then you're golden. You'll enjoy it. Do you agree with my 90%? You should. Chase out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this Blue Futon Utopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching it. And have a great day. I still got to watch like 13 Reasons Why. Mindhunters. I'm watching Bad Guys. It's another South Korea show. I'm watching there's a Japanese show I'm watching right now. I think something else. But hey, let's continue on with the list because I got to get these done, guys. I got to get them done.